P250 on Niko. He opened up with triple kill coming into that last map as well. He needs to do the same. Nitro with Julies. No kit here. And what is known as a pretty unretakeable map anyway. Oh. Opening kill for JKS. G2 group up. This round rests solely on the shoulders of Elige. If he falls, then the round will as well, and Hooksy leads G2 right through the hallways into their destiny.
Hell yeah, he does.
Oh, hi.
Oh, hey, buddy. Just had to go do something quick. Right, Elige up close. Ready to get involved, ready to have his say in this round.
They're waiting for Niko. He's got a lot of room. Wrap round on long. He might even find this kill before G2 pop out apps. I mean, he's looking the right way, but Niko hits the right shot, and that's all that really matters. 2 kills, and that is the pistol for G2. However you dice and slice it, it's a done deal.
Yeah, a little rough there. It kind of had to be a big round for Elige. Now Hunter in position to take it all away. Hello! They drop on into him, and even though he's only good for 1, it really does cement the fact that this round ain't happening for Team Liquid.
And saving's not even guaranteed either. Alicia Kinder was throwing every nade, but JKS is here, and with nothing to lose for G2, they will fight for the finish, and they will finish strong. 4 standing, a pistol in their pocket. Liquid leave with nothing but heads in hands.
Yeah, convincing start to this second map, though. G2, they've got their eyes on the prize. And as is often the way, Inferno ends with 2 kills in the right or wrong place, depending on which team you're rooting for. This is G2. Chance to get off to a really good start here on their map pick, and what they're hoping is the last map in this series.
Yeah, I mean, it's ancient, right? That would be a banger if Liquid can get us there. There was no handshake for Mirage for G2. They've seen Liquid close out enough series on Mirage, be it against Vitality or FaZe. They didn't want to risk it. G2 here for the trophy, for their heads, and heads will roll here in Banana. Yakinda gets flashed back in, and that AK is put to use. 3 kills and 1 HP. Yakinda, that's a smooth opener. Gonna hand that gun back to the captain. Elige with the Galil as well. And G2, a dose of reality. Shock to the system straight away in the second round.
Yeah, Yakinda slammed them back down to earth. And it's left him in a really bad way. Like, how are you meant to recover this? After his heroics, grabbing that gun off to the races to open up this second round. What are G2 meant to do? Don't have Niko to try and open this one up. That responsibility might fall on the shoulders of JKS. Hunter's throwing these flashes, but this is all with the goal of recovering the bomb and trying to force a fight here. They're not going to get given one. Ooh, Yakinda. 3 in the round already, and a chance for even more. Ready and waiting in the boiler. They will check for him, but very little time, and that AK entrusted into the hands of Nitro. A capable captain takes to the stage here to close that round out.
Losing pistols, converting, not losing to 4 spies. Broken by Liquid here, though. All good things must come to an end. Liquid still need to build upon it. Banana take, deep smoke. Flashes come through, and Nitro's got full control. Ooh, almost gets caught, but sprays for 2 instead. Easy opener for the captain again. Gives those AKs back to his stars and lets loose with the SMG.
Yeah, great to see Nitro looking like this. It's inspiring all throughout the Liquid ranks. And it's going to leave them in a great place. They look to win out these 4 spy wars. That is, unless Hunter and Monacy have something to say about it. And very quickly, It's gotten out of hand here. Hunter leading the charge. m0NESY in behind him. Molly onto the coffins. Elige will still try and fight this, and that was the last bullet in the AK to find him. This was a 2v5 when it began, and now it's hanging in the balance. m0NESY caught on unfortunate timing there, trying to gain a bit of real estate for Hunter. Flashing him into the coffins, but he doesn't look to use this position.
They might think he's there. They saw the trajectory. They know what m0NESY was doing. If Hunter doesn't play aggressive, they might misread this one entirely. The health isn't great, and the molly is wrong. Hunter bides his time. He waits to strike. He looks for more, and they have exactly fallen for it. Hunter swings out with 4. He's looking for the ace right now. This will be a 2-on-5 and an ace for Hunter. OC is dead! And Hunter shreds Liquid like paper. So we're getting a game here, Harry. Inferno looks to be as bright as it can. And that felt unsavable, irredeemable. A final bullet headshot, a perfect reposition off of Liquid's misinformation. And G2 bite right back.
That is a crazy way to open up this second map. And you even saw the smile on his face there, you know. Hunter isn't only the big moment guy, but my God. Even he knows that that's not a round that comes by often.
I mean, Liquid just got G2 got so much firepower, so many stars. 3 of their players rated in the top 8 of this tournament right now, and Hunter's not even one of them.
Last time they got 1v5'd on B-site Inferno, it borderline killed the team. So you hope that history's not repeating itself here.
Oh dear.
OC scoped up. Forced off the angle with that Molotov. Great util to take away this control, and they want to swing it fast. OC doesn't even react. Niko fast with the opener and looking for a little bit more. Now that will be one step too far, but his teammates are here to try and pick up the pieces. Kindar knocked out of the round. That's the one B-site anchor. Oh, the boost is taken out under Elige. Not today, it's a mop-up.
Yeah, hate to see that for Liquid. They can't even get a grip. They can't even get their guns out, and Naf might die right at the end. m0NESY moves through, and squeaky clean. But not for long. Naf is a dead man, whether he likes it or not. 3-1, G2 get out with their guns. And a very short-term celebration for Liquid with that second round force already forgotten.
Yeah, just imagine the kind of come down after this start for Liquid. You know, you were riding the high of having your Kindar in Nitro with a hero performance in the Force. You thought that you were going to be off to a great start here. And it's anything but. Even that first return to the rifles just getting stolen away so decisively. Right, very little contest in that round. There wasn't a moment where Liquid were in it. And so, you know, you think about the kind of emotional release after a round like that, and it's a grueling one. The mental game of Liquid will be called into question here.
Yeah, a team that have been known to tilt, to break apart, to capitulate at the worst moments, but the stage cannot afford to be one of them. Kinder needs to keep a cool head on his shoulders, but might be removed soon. JKS is shredding them in second as well, and wow, 3 headshots of his own, even gets out, won't even give them the FAMAS. The Kinder's rotated out of B. It's a site G2 already own. And Naf just wants something, man, but JKS unrelenting, looking for a second ace in 5 rounds of play. But his team won't give it to him for free.
Yeah, m0NESY kind of someone stealing the limelight, has to get involved. And so here we have the strong start for G2. There has to be a response from Liquid. I think it's so important that it arrives this round, because there is going to be this inescapable feeling that if it doesn't happen now, you know, is that this squad starting to get in their heads a bit? Yeah. They've certainly had these opportunities to open up here on Inferno. You can never count them out, especially not after that Vitality game just yesterday, but They're up against a whole different beast here. Look at the freedom that m0NESY has had every damn round. Running up Banana, he goes uncontested. That Molly's meant to force someone in. But thankfully, HooXi, like an eclipse, just moves in front at the right moment.
Yeah, Kinder's very thankful for that one. This is a round where Liquid don't have the utility. They have one Molotov. They're still holding it on this B-bomb site. And so m0NESY knew he had the room to go full ZywOo, just take Banana with pace. HooXi's lining up something, a little BXX to get the juices flowing. To start this T-set aside with a statement set piece. G2 ease into it, and it might be pretty contact after all. A flash over the roof, and G2 waiting for the time to strike.
Niko up at the front, the flash is beautiful, and Hunter's traded places with Yakindar. There was a feeling that Liquid had to put up some sort of defense here and now, and with it slipping by, the save call's already come in. This is a very dominant face showing from G2.
That's just such a brutal round because it's not even an execute, right? We talked about how there's only one Molotov and Nitro wants to use it, but G2, they wait till that smoke comes down and then they go through. It lets them amass in the choke point. One flash is all it took, and Liquid had no hope, no chance. They're even going to chase. They're re-execing on Pit right now to try and get these guns out of Liquid's hands, and they can afford to lose them. HooXi chases, gets a 1-for-1, and that's set up his team for the trade. Easy exit for G2, no survivors. And a 5-1 lead, you can feel the tide changing.
You know, HooXi is a leader. He's got a great read on the game. He's great at getting a lot of mileage out of his players. He's a very, decisive IGL who kind of forces these guys to take accountability. And in that same vein, he knows when to press an advantage, when you're in a team's head. And he knows that taking those guns away has really changed the flow of this second map. To say G2 are in the driver's seat is an understatement here.
Oh, and even a B stack, but G2 are using util this time. They are trying to clear every corner, every cubby, every rat hole that Liquid can hide inside. Leech ready to swing. As Yakindo goes first with a flash, it will be traded. A gun retrievable. And HooXi has to allow it. He's got the bomb. He can't dither. He can't hang around. But they know with a stack at B, that frees up an open area on this other site. Naf is alone. He was a problem piece in that first map, and he needs to stand tall now.
Oh, there's one, but that's it. His job done. Over. OC moves in, tries to offer up some resistance. What is that?
All right, kid.
It just seems written in the scriptures, set in stone. 4G2, m0NESY. That shot is just straight BS. Right into the veins of Team Liquid. Nitro.
Good luck.
Moving in up the short side, but this crossfire is gnarly. Retrieves the AWP, but goes no further. Locked out by this tag team.
It's all just flowing so well. They're so proactive rather, even in the post plants. Flashing peaks, forcing fights. They went through the CT smoke on that BXX in the first gun round. It's all flowing for G2. This looks like a cohesive unit, a true team, and a terrifying one to take on. Even HooXi there, he knows he's a dead man. He's just running through with a Mach 10 climbing cart, trying to find that info for G2 to trade him. He dies a hero. And he allows G2 to lift their head up and look Liquid in the eye, 6-1. Another full rifle round, that one where Liquid need to be prepared, or this will swell. And the gap will grow.
Yeah, something's got to give. It's one thing to feel like maybe you had a chance on that first. It's another to just have it completely dictated to you here on the second. What could be Liquid's last map on this stage. They've been underdogs in most of the matches they've played, and they've shown good resilience, but is this one step too far? G2 are a team in peak form right now. Everything slotting into place. Banana taken in this round, a tremendous amount of respect given again. This real estate comes freely to G2, and they're going to look to use it against Liquid. Missed shot for OC. Up and over. Hunter gets that trade. OC's now the last line of defense, and they're going to ice him out. 3-on-3. Elsewhere on the map, Liquid were able to plug some holes here. But is that going to tee them up for a retake? The nades fall short, and m0NESY puts the advantage back in G2's pocket.
I mean, that would have been a beautiful play for a Liege, but both nades fall a few centimeters short, both fall below the coffins, and just a bit of woodwork can block the impact. That could have been the bomb dropped in a 3-on-2 for Liquid to set up for a retake. But not today. Today's a saving game. G2, 7-1 up, establishing dominance. And every move, so confident. Great trade work from Hunter and HooXi. This time it's Niko who dives right in and dies. They won't find the exits. Liquid get away with guns, but tails between their legs in these rounds right now, and I can barely blame them. G2 seem ferocious.
Yeah, one of the things that's been beautiful is just kind of the trust that feels like it's developed within this team. You can tell that HooXi trusts them to get these trades when he's up at the front. Everyone else hangs on his every word, it feels like, and it's been the case since the end of last year. Looking to keep this winning streak up, looking to make it 11 straight series all the way into a grand final. And the saddest part is, outside of these glimmers of hope early in the game, as we've gone down the line, the rounds have felt more and more one-sided as this has gone on. Niko with the opener, Nitro replies. Low on ammo, and he gets the dink off, but not the kill. JKS waits in the wings. He doesn't want to go too soon, doesn't want to give them a retake. So he will try to pounce right as they move past. He's going to be coming in on this backstab.
Beckoning them in only to shoot them in the back. Liquid don't even get to save. They wanted to, but you can't give up forever. You've got to eventually go for one of these rounds, and JKS sneaking through the flank. The nade hits, but so does JKS. They were already trying to run away, and they will have no choice. Naf now needs to re-smoke only to survive, and G2 have an 8 guaranteed again. Oh, he tried.
Utter domination. That's what we're seeing right now. And there isn't a hero in sight. Nitro's tried. Yakindar offered up resistance early on, but has since gone quiet since that big second round play. Nitro and Naf are the two trying to keep them in this, but there is no stopping this G2 squad right now. They need to do something about Banana.
They've tried.
They've given it a couple of goes in these last few rounds, but G2 are fully aware of the respect they've gained on this side of the map.
I mean, we saw it in that Na'Vi game as well, where G2 just enacted so much control in this position. Na'Vi had to fall back into playing inside of bomb sites, barely challenging it, barely getting nades down. Oh dear, Yakindar, that's a nice start. Double kill up the top.
That's big. That's going to force a bit of respect out of G2. Not something they've had. Not a situation they've been in where they finally repel this attempt to take it away. G2 respond by moving in swiftly into the top of mid. Elige doesn't know that Hunter's made it out yet. He will just skirt out of the danger zone. Doesn't want to risk giving away this man advantage. m0NESY and OC are about to clash now on Anubis. This was kind of an even odds bout, but here, with m0NESY every damn day, it's a tag either which way, but m0NESY comes out looking worse for wear.
How often do you see that? Both hit a shot, both survive. But Liquid are absolutely fine. They've got Elige floating, and if B gets taken, he can throw flash over the top to set up Yakindar. Right now, is looking away, trying to avoid exactly that. OC about to be smoked. Can he hit a timing shot as his vision gets gone? He re-smokes it. They have no reason to respect it. 25 seconds, they're coming through.
Ikendar's been the guy in this round. He's got to keep up appearances here. He's on for the ace right now. Just Monacy left to get past, and Elige will finish the job. A step in the right direction for Liquid.
Yeah, nice banana setup as well. They tried taking it with deep peaks. They've tried stacking pistols up top for G2 this time. They don't use Molotovs, it was just a flash, and Nitro threw one right back in to deny that trade kill that HooXi attempted to set Niko up for. Big round for Yekindar. And I mean, this is a game, this is a situation where you hope a player like that can really come alive. You know, a lot of pushback was on Naf after that first map, but Yekindar barely shone. He didn't lead the way. And he had bigger and better options than Liquid, but he chose this team. And right now, they need him more than ever. 4 kills in that round. But still up against a wealth on this T side for G2. 8 rounds on T side Inferno, mate, your half's done. Everything else is just the cherry on top. And G2, they got a sweet tooth right now.
Well, the change for Liquid has been playing a lot heavier over towards this banana hold early. They've been trying to lock G2 out of this position. This round, they're even getting a little aggressive with some moves being made down here in mid, but they feed the beast. Good nade in response out of Elige to at least bring this back into even odds. It's aggression all across the field right now for Liquid. Niko up close. That's a clean tap. They even wanted to try and follow up on OC, who decides the best thing might just be to run away here.
You can feel how desperate Liquid are. The fact that Naf goes back for that after getting flashed off. I mean, we definitely could have just fallen back and kept that advantage, but it's at least put Liquid in a 3-on-3. It could have been worse. OC has to be relied upon at this B site. After he gets a shot off, the molly is going to be very important to stop G2's approach, but already flashed, already uncertain. Despite his tenacity on the last map, his willingness to hold site solo, he's got to do better than ever right now.
It's a lovely info flash as well. They very much gauged if there was a reaction in the tank for Liquid, right? When no util comes in, you feel a lot more comfortable. Usually it's your smoke, a molly, something dropped at the pin of that flash going off, but that's not the case, so they feel content pressing the issue on this one. OC, back of the site, 1 kill to his name. He sees an arm, but he can't take the kill. And caught crossing, HooXi's tapped him out of the round. Plant found here. Nitro tries his hand. Bam, it goes both ways. He gets out alive, so on numbers alone, Liquid can still attempt this one. Both HooXi and Hunter are tagged up. HooXi on the close angle, Hunter gonna peek in response, but he's not needed yet. Whittles Elige down low, and he realized just how insurmountable this clutch is. They play it perfectly on the side of G2. HooXi smiles down the line, he's proud of that round.
Yeah, what a closer for G2, considering Liquid come in with, you know, game plan. They force a mid-fight, they take full banana, they actually get a 3-on-3 with an AWP winning his fight at the back of the B site, but G2 break through, and while Inferno is known for its post-plants, G2 have still made the most of those situations. They have played them perfectly. Not a single retake round yet for Liquid. 2 bomb detonations on saves, and more attempts at it. The Liquid haven't gotten away with guns. This is a statement game for G2, and again, the timeout from Daps. Crown Canadian himself, playing under many of North America's biggest organizations. Right now in the coaching seat, in the hot seat. But his conversations from the players down the line. What solutions do Liquid have? They've tried a few things, they haven't worked. G2, all the room in the world, and Hunter leading the charge.
All right, they're going to try and come in with a bit more aggression. They're trying to be decisive in these openings. They're trying to be proactive, but G2 have blocked them in a lot of these rounds.
Oh dear.
This one's no exception. OC goes back in, lands a tag, but he's in hot water.
What?
Holds the line. The fact he gets out with one is a bit of a miracle for Team Liquid there.
Yeah, and they immediately pull back as well. Yukinda recedes from that B site, not wanting to give away a kill. Liquid feel the need to make a gamble in this round, and you can barely blame them, but Niko, what does he hear? Oh, a leech, catching one. JKS alone, sneaking through the smoke up and over the top. And this is a risky move with the package. He can't even go back to Niko right now. He's committed. They see the molly. They might spam him.
Oh, they're looking right at each other, but just concealed by the smoke.
Yeah.
That swing comes in, the bomb tumbles away. And so here we go, Niko in the clutch. Up in the top mid. This would be the straw that breaks the camel's back. If he cooks something up here, it's gonna ruin Team Liquid. Now with the swing, two players holding this inside of the site. Niko was ready, but Nitro swings from above and puts a stop to it. That is a collective sigh of relief for Team Liquid.
Yeah, I mean, those are the rounds that Niko's just dreaming of, right? He's happy to be in that position. He's feeling confident. And if that swing comes out from lower, not graveyard, that's all the makings for a 1v3. But Nitro, angle of elevation, makes it happen. And again, OC holds strong. No idea how he even gets out with a kill in that situation. Liquid managed 3, but barely managing to stay afloat in this map. And again, as it was yesterday in the closer, Nitro leading the way for Liquid. Career highs at the end of last year in the numbers alone. Nitro needs to lead by example.
Yukinda and Niko locked in a bit of a fight here, and Yukinda will get the drop on him. Now, usually this has been the prerequisite to Liquid looking pretty, is Yukinda winning that fight at Banana.
Oh dear.
Liege is so blind, but it goes both ways. Chaos ensues over at Long, and Hooksy lives to tell the tale. Now moving in, set up with a flashbang, clotheslines OC, and Nap is burning alive. Yukinda rotates him, but is felled immediately. And Nap is living on borrowed time. This is a done deal. Nitro is just too far removed to play into this one.
Yeah, Hooksy just sends him to Odin's Hall. Head after head, decapitated. And these chaotic rounds, these mad moments, you'd think an international team, all talking in their second language, except for JKS, I guess, would be struggling in the chaos, but G2 live in it. They breathe. And Nitro saves anything but the day. It's just the AK. 10 rounds on a T side. G2 finals ready.
And this one hurts even more for Liquid on the other side because they got that opener. They tamed Niko at Banana. They had an idea as to what was happening in that round. And even though you knew what G2 were trying, they just couldn't put a stop to it. Nitro even said this recently in an interview. He said right now G2 reminded of Prime phase, how the calling didn't have to get super convoluted. Everyone had full faith in the game plan. They ran the execs well, so well, that it's hard to put a stop to them.
Yeah, you hear players saying that all the time, right? Like belief in a call, belief in a captain, even if the call isn't necessarily the best, is far better than doubt. Players not believing in the best call. And I think that's a big change in the culture of G2. Questions on whether Hooksy was the right piece for the puzzle. Well, he has demanded a lot from his players, and he has commanded respect from Niko, and that's something that can't be said about previous in-game leaders in G2. That's the difference maker. And I don't think G2 have had as much faith in themselves as they do right now, let alone the public perception. Flash up top mid, it's Nitro. The 1 AK on the boost, looking to catch Hooks, but he only had his one chance and it's gone.
Yeah, Resmoke reigns in. Nitro still with this angle. The captains clash and Nitro comes out ahead, moving back in even more. Sword and shield at the ready for Nitro, trying to be that man to kickstart a round from nowhere, and it's risen through the ranks. Yakindar and Naf, they make moves, and Niko's left on the other side of the map, all alone here, doesn't have that bomb. He's given a lot of these rounds a go, but this is one that he might just have to write off. Liquid looking to break in right at closing time, right at the buzzer. The final few rounds, it's all they could have managed, and they're hungry for them.
I love that he's even looking for it. It just shows the mindset G2 are at. He can't even afford this play, but Niko doesn't care. Maybe he should have. Elige ends it. Liquid hold on to 4 guns, 4 rounds, and G2 now have to force buy in the last round of the half. But my goodness, what a statement on this 8-win streak, looking to make it 9 on Inferno alone. And Liquid, they put their foot in the door, but they're going to get their toes slammed shut.
Ooks got Team Knife to open up this round.
I take it all back.
So really testing the bond in this team. Hunter, all right lad, full blind, but still going to open things up. Elige on the receiving end of that. They're already out in mid. OC tries to contain it. Naf out on an island is punished eventually. And this one gets to a weird place. OC offering up all the resistance he can, but when that smoke rains over the top, he's got to show it respect. G2 don't know it yet, but they've actually got full control of this site.
Oh. They've got control, and JKS is going to take it, clearing every corner, but soon it will dawn upon him. This plant is his. Niko set up in the post, down in pit. It's not the best bomb plant spot for Niko if he's the one left alive. But G2, when there's a will, there's a way.
Yeah, Niko Deagle down in pit needs to offer some resistance here. Yakindar gone. Niko. Oh man! The Deag doesn't betray him this time, and G2 are here to play. In countless moments in this second map, there have been many opportunities for Liquid, and yet somehow G2 always find a way to make the impossible happen. This 1v3, Deag only from Niko down in the pit to close out the half, but that wasn't the only bit of heroics offered out by G2. We've had Hunter with an ace, with a 2v5, we've had JKS almost acing. Huge performances when it really matters. And now the stage is set, an 11-4 first half. G2 can feel that grand final appearance waiting in the wings.
Yeah, and Liquid will have to dig deeper than ever before. It's not even the 12-0. This one feels harder. This feels more irredeemable. Monacy with the dualies, tip-tap, and he's going to knock him out immediately. 2 kills for the price of 2. Yakinda responds, and he will send it into this site. They've got nothing to lose.
Hooksy's tucked in, lies in wait as that nasty